What's right? I've got to ask. What's one of the highlights of your careers, both of you?
Oh, for me, I love doing Death Drop on the West End. That was always like one of my dreams to do like a West End show.
Because it was West End.
Because it was West End. And like, I remember when I was at college at drama school, they would be like, what parts do you want to play? And I would be like, I want to be like, I would always be like girl parts. I'd be like, I don't want to be like a policeman or like a boring boy part. Like, oh, that's so boring. So it was always like the female parts that I was like drawn to. And then the fact that I got to do like a female role like on the West End and it was the lead, I was like, oh my God, this is like just ticking all the boxes for me. It was amazing. I loved it.
Amen. Congratulations. Yeah, I'll take that.
A lot of the things that I'm going to be most proud of, I think, are coming out this year. Things that you've not even seen yet. So like I got a tiny part in a film that comes out in October called Some Other Hood, which is really cool. I think I'm maybe the first, at least UK drag queen to be in a feature film.
Oh,
congratulations.
And then other bits that you'll see later in the year, like are really, really cool stuff. And like I've worked with some really amazing charities this year, like Copperfield Breast Cancer Charity. So like,
did you do the walk with?
Yeah, so I did the 100k trek thing, and I'm about to work with Alzheimer's Society. So like just using my platform to like help charities as well, I think is really important to me. Yeah.
Very self-rewarding as well, that really.
Yeah.
Because you are helping others and
it was really hard with my mum's breast cancer because I couldn't be there for like all of her treatment. So I felt really bad and really guilty. So like, I feel like this year I'm really giving back to, you know, the cause and raising a load of money. So it feels good. That was a good achievement for me.
Realising that doing a program like Drag Race gives us a platform where people like us like 10 years ago wouldn't have had a voice. It's like, it's just giving a voice and using the voice, which is so important.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think one thing that I was speaking about with Curtis earlier was kind of like mainstream media being one thing, but the way that kind of your art form has become in the past 5 years has developed so fast and
leaps and bounds,
and it's really been put in the forefront of people's faces. Like, how does that feel when it comes to you've kind of put all this time and effort into something that you don't know in the UK, like so much is going to become like a career for you, but you know you can in other countries, maybe more so America, but like seeing it happen and it come to fruition, like even through 2 years of COVID, like it's amazing. How's that feel for you?
I just remember like when I first started doing drag, it was like there was no Drag Race UK, there was Drag Race US obviously because that's been around forever, but there was no like option of like one day I'll go on Drag Race and then like I'll be doing TV and I'll be doing personal appearances. It's like that never even crossed my mind. I was happy doing.
You thought I'd just been Soho.
And I was like, oh my God, I can do a show in Soho. I can sing some fun songs. I can like have a drink with the audience. And like, that's what I was so attracted to when like starting to do, and like the wigs, the hair, the makeup, everything. That was what I like first drew me to it. I was never thinking like this could become what it is now. And like, this could lead to where it is now.
I'm drunk.
That glass of wine at lunch just gone straight through her.
It was so emotional, and then it's like a comedy sketch straight away. Anyway, Nick, how do you
smell
feel?
the wine coming
For me, it was such a whirlwind.
It's Sauvignon.
I'm bright red now. Great. For me, it was such a whirlwind because I'd barely started drag before the lockdown, and then at the end of the lockdown, I basically went on Drag Race and went for it. So like I blagged my way through Drag Race, and I started drag in 2019. By the beginning of 2021, I was on Drag Race.
How did you start? How did somebody go, you know what, I want to be a drag queen?
I've always watched Drag Race, so I always loved it.
You're a fan?
A massive fan of Drag Race. Because of the nature of my job working in the West End, I never really went and saw any drag in Soho or anything because it was always too late or whatever, or I just couldn't be arsed and went home. You know what it's like when you're doing 8 shows a week. You just want to go home.
Oh, you've done it.
And then whilst I was at the Book and Woman, they did like a charity drag night once a year. So I basically got involved with that. I did it maybe once a year. And then 2019.
What year is it? She's slurring her words.
I've been in the freezer for years. It's 2019. When 2019 came, I was out of work and I thought I can start trying to do drag because I owned a wig and I owned some makeup. So I thought Therefore, I'm entitled to be a drag queen now.
But also, she had trained in dance, so she could call herself a dancing queen.
Yeah, or a West End Wendy.
A West End
I
Wendy.
have worked in the West End. But yeah, no, it's kind of that was my way in. It was very different. It was just.
So it's happened so fast for you then.
Yeah, really
That's
fast.
crazy.
So a lot of the time, again, that imposter syndrome is always there. Even on Drag Race, I felt like, what the fuck am I doing here?
In the aspect of that, you felt like you weren't confident in your skills, or what? Or
I'm
you didn't know
confident.
what your character was.
Yeah, exactly. I knew my skill set. I knew I went into every challenge.
trained,
I've got no idea what this is. I even got the rules of what.
Curtis went through all the shows you'd been in, and I was like, bloody
You've
hell.
done quite a few West End things.
Yeah,
You've done
some
every
good
like
stuff.
a lot.
But
yeah.
beginning of lockdown, I was doing Hairspray, the musical, and then it got cut
Yeah.
short, and then I never went back. But I knew, me being me, you give me a challenge and I'll rise to it. But even Snatch Game, I didn't understand the rules properly.
Do you think?
I still don't understand.
I
the
didn't
rules to
realise
it.
that
And can we
Well,
just explain
yeah,
what that is to
explain
the
what that
listeners?
is.
Snatch
Yeah,
Game
actually.
is on RuPaul. It's one of the episodes.
Yeah.
It's one of the kind of quite. Without it wouldn't be RuPaul.
It's like one of those iconic challenges that everyone's like, if you get to Snatch Game, you're
So
half
imagine blankety blank, but with celebrity impersonations.
Yeah.
To make the judge
Yeah.
laugh. But I thought that you had to just be a real person. That you know, like people do characters and then they just call
Yeah.
themselves the actor's name.
Yeah.
So I made my choices so small because I didn't realise that. But yeah.
You were great though.
Oh,
I
I know.
know. Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
But it was so scary because with that one, I thought I'm either going to be really good or really shit.
yeah.
Thank
It's
God.
okay because there were other people that were
Yeah,
really
luckily. Didn't have to worry. I mean, Kitty just
we were literally
took
just
that
sat
for the
there
team.
like, oh, you're going for that as an answer. Okay.
You know what cracked me up actually? The one where I don't know what it was called, but it's like you're in like a window and you were the builder.
The dating.
Oh,
app.
yeah.
Oh my god!
When
When
you
everyone
came
was
up-
builders. They told us it was like what? It was like
A
a
mask
mask
look.
look.
Yeah.
And it had like examples, and it was like think like a builder, and like everyone was like, "Oh, I'll do a builder."
Yeah.
Like literally everyone apart
Yeah.
from
Amazon Prime
Veronica.
builder, yeah.
Veronica, who was in like leather
Harnesses.
We were like, "Oh, did we get
You
different
cracked
drinks?"
me up with
Yeah.
a high pitched
That was
voice
so-
when you
yeah.
did it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my
Out
god!
of the blue. I loved it actually.
When you get them characters, you just kind of casually some night out, you're like, oh, this character appears. Like, well, how do you develop these characters? Or do you just sit at home in a silent room, just being like,
Staring at a wall.
just like,
Rocking back
That
and
sounds
forth.
like me. Yeah. I don't know. I think, I don't know.
It just like sort of happens. It's like if you're talking to like a friend or something, then you like I always do impressions of people, and I'll just be there like, and then it'll be like come from that. It's like oh my god, like
Yeah.
it's stupid little like things that like you pick up on, and then you're like oh my god, that'd be funny.
And like when we were doing our Christmas tour, for example, or like whatever, in general, we have stupid things that we say, like cute as news. And it just
But
develops
it's like
from
silly things
something.
like. Do you remember when someone in the audience we were like, oh, it's a sad girl. There's a sad girl, and but it wasn't a sad girl.
No,
and
because we asked her what her name was.
her name. No, that was it. That was it. We were like, "What's your name?" And she went, "Danielle."
And I went,
she-
sad girl?
now we're like, "Hello, sad girl." It's like anyone.
No, because now it's code. So if we want to call someone, if someone's being a bit like
You'll say-
mopey draws,
yeah.
we say, oh, she's a bit of Danielle today.
Danielle's in the room.
Oh, she's a Danielle. Blooming
But
out.
that's what you get. You know, like you're obviously brothers,
Yeah.
I believe.
We are.
And
yeah.
we're basically sisters.
Sister wives.
So
at
like
this
we,
point.
I think we've got the same sort of, you know, you only have to look at.
Yeah, to know
in the
what they're
eyes to know what they're
thinking.
And when you've
thinking.
done so much together, like you've just said, like one little thing all of a sudden becomes something in your
Yeah,
both.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Especially
and
in a
you
live
just add
show.
on.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah,
Like something will
yeah.
happen in a live
Brilliant.
show, and then like we'll like something will happen, and we'll just be there on stage like. And it's like, I know what
Absolutely.
she's thinking, and I know what she's going to say to that, and it's like, here we go.
And
like,
what's so good about me and Kitty is that we think exactly the same.
Yeah.
But the way we carry ourselves and the way we act is so, different.
That's
Because
what works so well, because you do
Yeah.
have that yin and yang polar
Yeah.
opposite, but together it just fires. It is brilliant.
Yeah.
like
But you
us
both
in a
come
live
across
show
as
is
very
so
warming
good.
people, though, as well, which is lovely.
Global
like,
warming.
Both of you are warming
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Nice to be
Warming
around.
people.
Very warm, very hot.
Like, but I mean, like you're easy to be around. You're good to be around. and
Yeah,
yeah.
You draw us in,
Exactly.
whatever you're doing, whether you're in character, whether you're not. It's
Well, we try. We try.
So,
our
yeah.
best.
No, I think one thing Kurt hit the nail on there. For me personally, is like
he wants
when,
our numbers.
Yeah.
I
when
can
people
read the
do get
room.
these like opportunities, people don't like take it as though like seeing like wow, we're on TV, we're doing PAs, you've got tours, you're making a living now. Like some people don't appreciate it. It really gets me when I see somebody in a position they're not very nice, they don't appreciate it, they're not kind to the people that are buying the tickets. And deep down I'm just like, nah, it infuriates me. But seeing you guys work like in character, out of character, you're always willing to kind of hold up your end of the bargain. It's like an unwritten rule for me personally. And it's so nice to see.
Do you know what as well? I see like now, like if we go to events or whatever, and I always just think like the waiting staff, and I'm like, I was there like one day doing that, and it's like I can never get out of my head like that was me. I was in that position once, and I don't want to be that person that's like, excuse me, I want the wine. Like I'm like, oh my God, do you need help? Like what? I'll make your life as easy as possible, please. It's like, I feel for you, hun.
And I think people lose sight of who actually pays for us to be at these venues. And it's always the audience, it's always the viewers. So like when we do something like Drag Con, where people come and meet and greet us,
talk about that.
Or you're doing a gig and there's a meet and greet, people pay to see you and they pay for the meet and greet. Like making time and making sure that they feel like they've had some time with you, because it's very quick. It's probably like 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
And
I
so
feel
expensive.
I always sometimes very wary if we're doing things like our pantos or our tours and stuff, and we're doing a meet and greet. They only get 2-3 minutes with you sometimes. And I'm very much like.
But what we get told is like some people are literally like, snap next, next.
And I hate that.
Hell no.
I think they paid a lot of money. 2 minutes even for me is like, it's not enough time.
Also, so we did RuPaul's Drag Con in January. It was it the first weekend in January, or first or second?
This is the one in the UK.
In the UK.
Because you also went to the one in America.
In LA, But the one in January, it was like right at the start of the year. So everyone had just had Christmas. We were in a cost of living crisis. It was like one thing after another. And it's like for every single queen you want to meet, it's £15, it's £20. You've got to like hit the minimum spend. And it's like, I remember thinking like, I feel so guilty. Like people are coming saying like, oh, I've got like 2 kids. Like,
but the best have 100 people.
Like, well, come on, cost up then, mummy. You could afford to be here.
Queuing as well, for me and you, the queues around.
Oh my God, it was a safety hazard for. They always had to shut down the bloody Excel.
So by the time they got to you, they've waited a long time. They've paid
and it's like
15-20 quid.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, I'm going to make this like a memorable experience.
And it annoys me when people are annoyed to be there at a meet and greet, like the actual queen or whoever. Like they're resentful for being there. I'm like, the only reason you're fucking here is because they watched the show and they want to meet you. So like, wisen up.
Totally.
Plus, I think like the one thing that's like, it's a great feeling to be there. Like, enjoy it. Like, it's so nice to have that warm energy because you feel so energized. But at the end of the day, you are zapped.
Oh, absolutely. We did 3 days in a row. It was exhausting.
Yeah. By the end of the 3rd day, I remember I was meeting people and I was like, "Hi, what's your name?" And they'd say the name of like, "And what's your name?" And it's like,
no, I was saying the same.
I know that.
I was like, "What's your name?" They'd be like, "Dan," and I'd be like, "How'd you spell that?"
And they'd be like, D-A-N. I just wanted to make sure because there's lots of funny spellings.
Are you guys dyslexic at all?
I'm
dyslexic,
but that's not that
something. I don't know. I'm not well.
Like always, no matter what the name is, I'll always ask.
Literally,
if it is
because it'll go in one ear and out the other, and then you'll be like, "Sorry, how do you spell your name again?" It's like Anne, A-double-N. You're like,
But then they look at you like you're weird.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, well, if I spell it wrong, you're gonna have a go at me and ask me to do it again.
I just say I'm dyslexic. It works.
Just say I'm dyslexic and stare at them. Make them feel
I'd never come back.
Okay, I want to hear the comparison between England and America. Drag Con.
Yes.
Oh my God.
America,
two different worlds.
I can't even imagine.
It was.
I mean, for me, it was the clientele that came to my booth was very different. So in the UK, I noticed it was lots of mums and their daughters.
Yeah.
Loads of females. In America, it was loads of gay couples, like male couples.
Okay.
And I noticed that. I don't know if you noticed that.
Same. From DragCon UK, all the people that come into my booth were like, "I loved your MasterChef," because it was the mums that were coming with their kids. And so it'd be like, "Oh my God, blah, 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 blah."
Different viewing audience.
Literally. And then in America, I got people...
No, I just thought it made... But when we've done meet and greets together, and they go, "Oh, Ella, you should have won Drag Race."
Oh my God, yeah.
And they
we stood here like...
Then they go, "Kitty, you should have won MasterChef."
Oh yeah. It's like, oh. Not quite good enough for
Sorry.
Drag Race.
Yeah, no, just
Still
made
not
that.
quite good enough for Master. But in
Kitty's
America,
just making up the numbers.
literally, I'm like she can get through a little while. In America, I got loads of questions about fucking Love Island because I did After Sun, and the amount of people that were like, we love Love Island UK.
Yes.
And they were just like,
They love it out there.
Oh my God, like literally every single couple. I was like, this, like, what? Oh my God.
I did some other shows as well.
Like, what
It was,
episode?
good. It was good though. I wasn't sure what to expect in America. 'Cause
No.
I've only been to New York like once before, and LA's obviously the other side of the country. Not that matters, but
Bit of geography for everyone.
it was harder for us to set up our booths because obviously
Yeah.
in the UK we could just bring backdrops and lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas over there we had to go down Santee Alley and buy some cheap fabric, which you hated.
Yeah.
And I like stole some carpet.
It's like little pegs on the wall.
I love it. I go through a market and like, how much is this?
Oh God, we
$5,
went
I'll
there.
give you 4.
Yeah.
Whereas she was in and out.
I was like in and out. I was like, I was like, pink, that'll do. We'll go. Get out.
It's tense.
Literally, I was like, keep the change, tuts. Oh yeah.
But it was an experience.
Oh my God.
I really enjoyed it. I'd like to go back.
Just before you go anywhere, we just want to say thank you very much to listening to Freedom Impact Trust. We love your reviews, so please do leave them because it helps other people find us, doesn't it, Curtis?
Yes, it does. As AJ said, comment, like, subscribe, share it with a friend, share it with the entire world. Let everybody know that this is the podcast that you guys are listening to. And jot down some comments of any financial advice that you want or any questions. We'll be happy to answer all of them at the best of our knowledge. Thanks again for listening, guys. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we love you all.
Yeah, we just want to thank our sponsors, FINT, the financial investment app, where you can invest from as little as £50 a month. Yes, Curtis, £50 a month. So easy.
I like it. And don't forget that it's all within 3 portfolios. Simplicity. It's easy. Get investing, guys.
Have a great day.
See you later.